It's week 4 of the NFL. We'll see the dynamic Justin Fields. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the 49ers and the Patriots on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. We're getting set for kickoff in here. Partner, I'm really focused on the start of this game. Both teams emphasize what happens here right at the jump.
And that's why so many of these teams spend so much time all week, Mike, on what they call their opening script. It's not just a series of plays that they like and they just kind of throw darts at the wall. It's how do you unmask the defense? How do you set up future plays and future possessions as the game unfolds? So
here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Santa Clara. Anthony Gould now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the man from Ohio State, 6'3", Justin Fields.
really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. So Kittle comes in motion. Now he'll run. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Checking it down, this one is caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
At the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Miles Sanders. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Sanders. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up. And now they face 3rd down. So Kittle comes in motion. Fields from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They're led out by the man who won a national title at Alabama. Quarterback's the former first-round pick, Mac Jones.
And this is where you really need your quarterback, Mike, to step up and not just lead your offense, but to really establish himself as the leader of this entire team. You're looking to pick up your first win. You're trying to build a little momentum to kickstart what's been a slow start to the season. Remember, another loss here today, 0-4, would all but eliminate their playoff chances. Only one team in NFL history, the 1992 San Diego Chargers, has ever made the playoffs after an 0-4 start.
Now a quick throw taken in by Brown. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Man in motion is Berrios. Jones going to try and throw on 3rd down. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. 13 yards on the catch there. 1st down, New England. They run out of the gun with Warren. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Julian Love brings him down. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jones. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. A carry here for Warren. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now it's the rookie out of Louisville. It's Isaac Guerendo. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Back to throw is Jones. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal. Here's Warren. Good blocking, and he's in. Jaylen Warren. Touchdown, Patriots. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz is going to send this one away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Niners offense ready to get going with their second possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the rookie from Southern Cal. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. It was Rasul Douglas that time to end the play. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 32-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's caught. It's Miles Sanders. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing is Fields. He's going to tuck it and go. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
That's complete. It's Sanders.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here's 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Dobbs headed in motion. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. Here we go. Fields now on 2nd down. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Here's a handoff to Sanders. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the
2nd down, it's Fields. Now he takes off. Injury on the field, and it is George Kittle who is in some discomfort. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 3rd and 5. Now, Fields. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready for their 2nd possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Gonna send it downfield toward Knox. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. And in motion is Berrios. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Here's Jones to throw. Now a loose football. The Niners have got it. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter. Quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came back to bite them right here.
49ers offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
On the zone read, it's Lloyd. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. Now a third and 2. They'll send a tight end in motion. Play action now for Fields. And he's going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 2 and gained 6.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
And the 49er first down. Here we go. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw is Fields. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
This one to his big tight end, Uzama. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They run. It's Lloyd. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another 49er first down.
Here's Sanders. And he'll take this down to about the 7. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. Back to throw is Fields. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. Now Fields. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Justin Fields. Touchdown, San Francisco. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to take over once more. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run it here with Warren. And this is going to work out. He's got it. The 1st down at the 38-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Once again, it's Warren. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's Warren. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Anthony Walker there to make the tackle. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Niners offense and the veteran Miles Sanders ready for their next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Fields from the pistol. He's going to run it. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Sanders. They'll bring him down right at the 35, but that is good enough. They pick up the first down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Once again, it's Sanders. And this time, they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go, Scott. Hurry up, hurry up.
And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard?
A dive, and he's in! Miles Sanders. Touchdown, 49ers. Greg, I wasn't so certain about leaving the offense out there, but they did, and it paid off with a touchdown.
And I love it, Mike. I think we're starting to see this more and more often in today's NFL. Take advantage of field position. Put the trust in your offense. It's exactly what their head coach does here, and certainly pays off.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Berrios on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Now, Jones. He finds the open man, Braxton Berrios. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Throwing, Jones. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. That one brought in by Berrios. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Jones going to try and throw up. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The 49ers offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That's to the rookie first-round pick, Xavier Worthy. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Max Crosby, motor always running, gets there for the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front in that one. The Cards trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Sam Darnold with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. Brock Purdy, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. In that first half, we saw the veteran Miles Sanders doing his thing. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On second down, Warren. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Patriots first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
On the ground, this is Warren. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Julian Love brings him down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's Jones. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. He's got it! And he will go all the way. Noah Brown. Touchdown, New England. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Pats are back within 6.
Niners 20, Patriots 14.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Niners offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Fields to throw. A throw on the run is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Fields now. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
To throw is Fields. Catch made. That's Woods. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. All right.
Throwing is Fields. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Fields. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the 49ers will extend their 3rd quarter lead. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Patriots offense and Mac Jones heading back out onto the field. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll give it to Garendo. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Christian Benford brings him down. Here's a 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jones. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker.
So when you talk about cover 2, really the area that they're a little vulnerable. They're vulnerable deep or intermediate on the boundaries, and they're vulnerable down the middle of the field. Remember, those 2 safeties, Mike, hence why they call it cover 2, they are splitting the field in half. They need to cover from the goalpost all the way out to the boundary. That's a lot of room to run.
The Niners offense ready for this next possession. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Lavonte David doing his work on defense. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground with Sanders. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead. Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch. I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Fields operating out of the pistol. That's complete. It's Sanders. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
At the Patriots' 19-yard line.
Now, Fields. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Fields. And they are all over him yet again. He'll go down once more.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So 4th down, they'll hand it over to A.J. Cole to punt it. Braxton Berrios deep to return. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. Jones. And they will finally track him down. Great coverage downfield. Leads to a sack.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. And the Patriots ready to kick it away. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The 49ers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. He'll go right and find his running back. Second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Fields. This one to his big tight end, Uzomah. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's third down and a few inches. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he's going to have a Niners first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
Running is Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and
he's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
He's going to let this one go for Worthy.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. Open man downfield is Brown. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Here's 1st and 10. Man in motion is Berrios. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down, and this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting, but finally when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
To throw is Jones. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes 3rd and 6. Man in motion is Berrios. Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Got his man, it's Ogletree. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Putting the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Guerrero. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down, back at the 4.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. They'll run. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal.
3rd and short, you think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. This defense was ready for all of it. They string him out wide, nowhere to cut, take him down for a loss.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. On 1st and 10, Fields. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Second down and 8. In motion, the tight end Uzomah. Second down, it's Fields. Quick throw, taken in, and that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And the 49er, first down.
Don't jump. Ready?
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the ground, it's Sanders. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Fields. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Fields to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Fields now on 2nd down. This one complete, right side. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Now it's a bootleg with Fields. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Fields from the gun on 3rd down. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Robert Woods. Touchdown, San Francisco. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The 49ers will line up for the 2.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Jones. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he's brought down after a game.